So that afternoon in July, when we experienced severe flash flooding, it was very clear that we were experiencing a crisis. Classrooms that had been destroyed. We were in a position where we could stop for just 1 second and think about, does it make sense to just build back the way it was? And how can we move forward? So we really saw this, we saw the flood as a generational opportunity for the school and an opportunity to not just rebuild what we had, but to reimagine the spaces.
New City reached out to us that night when the flood happened. We came out to the school the next morning and really helped them map out the next steps. Nothing brings a team together like a crisis, and we just threw everything we had at the project. The lofts, the caves, the risers, they were all here before, but we knew there were some opportunities for improvement.
You'll really be amazed by the amount of work we've done in terms of reimagining those early childhood spaces.
Some things we wanted to achieve were making the spaces feel lighter and airier and introducing more daylight into the classrooms and even into the hallway spaces.
So once you have the chance to walk through the classrooms, you'll really see how warm and inviting they are.
One thing that was really important to New City was creating those naturalist elements throughout all the spaces. So if you look around the space, you see a lot of covert, subtle nods to naturalist elements. Even the railings themselves on the lofts, the railings were inspired by tree branches. The central space in the kindergarten is inspired by the base of a tree. It's subtle, but it's there everywhere, and it really lends a sense of being connected to the natural world.
We retained some of the places that were so important to the children, like all the loft spaces and several little nooks in the classrooms that are good for curling up with a book or reading a story.
Each kindergarten room now has a door immediately outside, really a sequential progression from the classroom to the courtyard terraces to the outdoor play spaces. They're enhanced and they create this great sense of connectivity. Everything is just really intentionally designed for a child. You know, we took some of the same principles that were here before, but we right-sized them. There's just something about the space that lets a kid be a kid. They feel comfortable, they feel ownership over it, and it creates such a wonderful environment for them. You just have to see it to believe it. It's amazing.